What is up everyone, my name would be Josh and this is OverCollaborated, and today I am bringing you a video on Trials Fusion and how to find these squirrels. These are all the squirrels that I have found so far with the help of some friends on a forum. So let's get started. This is the first one. You're just going to go ahead and get to that checkpoint and then start in reverse, that is the left trigger. So go ahead and hold down the left trigger and you're going to back up this entire thing until you get to the top. And once you're going to get to the top, you're basically going to shift your weight backwards until you get going down it. Once you get going down it, you're going to want to lean forward and slowly press the right trigger until you get to the bottom of the ladder and that sign is out of your screen. Now you see it flip to a squirrel. So once it flips to a squirrel, you're simply just going to complete the course. It doesn't really matter how many times you fault. I believe I faulted twice on this. I am going to speed this up and fast forward right here for you so you don't have to sit through it. But yeah, I believe I did fault twice on this, and it did still give me the squirrel. So I do not believe it matters how many times you fall. You just have to simply complete the course. So once you basically fall to the finish line, it takes a couple seconds before it does its super creepy cut. Dun-dun, dun-dun, to the squirrel. Alright, let's go to the next map. So the next map is also in Greenhorn's Grove, and it is called Observatory. You're going to drive up to where you see this sign that says slow down, and you're just going to drive until it is out of your screen. It should flip once it's out of your screen and turn to this squirrel. If it doesn't trigger, just keep basically driving forward until it does. Then you're just going to back down this mountain. Once you back down, when you hit the very bottom, you should see this screen right here where there's a bomb and there's the creepy squirrel thing jumping up and down. So the next map, we are starting from the very beginning. It is called Ski or Ride on Arctic Open. You're going to hit that rock face right there and then go ahead and back up. Make sure that checkpoint right there is triggered because it's where you're going to want to spawn. Then you're going to want to bail out and try to get into the ski lift. Bail out is Y on Xbox, triangle on PS3, PS4. And I got in right there, as you see. As soon as you get in, it should trigger this little cutscene right here. It's like a 20-second cutscene or so of the squirrels just doing their normal creepy shit, basically. So I'm just going to let the rest of this play out and then go ahead and go on to the next one. Squirrel number 4 is on the map Shear Pressure, and honestly this one took me a couple of tries. You're going to come up to this point right here and you're going to try to drop right down onto this lid that explodes. That lid should shoot you up into the air and then you're going to hold your sticks right. You have to basically fly over the finish line into this little cave right here, and once you fall into the cave, there's a bunch of squirrels like building or something. I don't really know what they're doing, and all of a sudden this dude just creeps out of nowhere. So now we are on to Urban Sprawl, and this map is called Skyscraper Showdown. This is the finish line right here, and you're simply just gonna bail out over it. Once you bail out, this dude should hit you with your spaceship, and that's it. It's as easy as that for that one. Squirrel 6 is on the map Park and Ride, which is also in Urban Sprawl. You're going to drive up to that sign and simply fall down. Once you fall down into the hole, it should trigger this like cutscene thing, and it is really long. So this is in like 4 times speed, and it is still like a 20-second clip. You can sit through it and watch it if you want to. Obviously, you're probably going to if you're watching this right now. So he's going to go ahead and do his creepy squirrel stuff to you, and then you get the achievement. I guess that's how it kind of works. Now we're on to Cactus Challenge, and this is the map Road to Ruin. I absolutely love these ATVs, by the way. They are so fun. But this one, you're simply going to bail and try to make it into this little crack in the middle of the road. You see, I didn't quite actually make it, but luckily I was able to use the wobble function, I guess we'll call it, the twerk function, and actually get into the hole. Once you fall into the hole, you're basically just going to hit B and respawn, and then maybe like 2 checkpoints later, it's not too long. The game's just going to automatically make you crash, go through a cutscene right now, and that's where you basically get your squirrel for this one. So that one's pretty easy. It might take a couple tries to get in the hole, but once you get it, you're done. Now we are on to, in my opinion, the easiest one, Stormtrooper. So in this one, you're just going to drive up to the silver little ramp here, and try to get some speed going backwards. Don't like use your backwards trigger, but like drive up the ramp and then just kind of let momentum carry you backwards. And then once you get to the bottom of this hill, that's when you're actually going to have to start using your left trigger and reversing. Once you get over this little hill right here, there's going to be a squirrel waiting. Well, I wouldn't say waiting, more like creeping on you, I guess. These things are weird, that's all I can say. Moving on, we have Base Invader, and of course I saved the hardest two for last. So this one you're just going to go off this thing and hit Y, because basically you're just going to be triggering this first checkpoint. And then you're going to hit B and spawn at that checkpoint. Don't fall on your face like I did. Go down this ramp, and then you're going to bail out and hold Y, basically trying to hold on to that claw right there. When you hold Y, or I'm guessing a triangle on the on the PS4, it's basically going to grab onto that claw, and then you're going to want to go ahead and release it and fall onto this little lift thing. When you fall into this little lift thing, it's going to catch you on fire, of course. They're fucking squirrels. What else are they going to do except catch you on fire? And you will get your 9th squirrel. Oh, they also crush you, so forgot about that. Why not just torch you a little bit more? So this last one is essentially a 7-piece puzzle. You have to trigger 7 panels. Drive forward to get momentum to trigger that first one there, and the second one will spawn on top of the wall. See, I just triggered it. You also have to be very, very careful while you're doing this. You cannot have any faults throughout this entire thing. So the only reason I'm doing tricks is because I literally did this like a fucking trillion times to actually figure out this entire process. It was ridiculous. Okay, so the next one is on top of this little thing right here. Now you're gonna have to basically back up and shift your weight to get the next one, which is, it spawns behind it at the very end of that. See right there. So now you're going to use your speed to get to this next little jump, and the next one is on top of that pillar right there. Back up so you have enough speed to get to the next thing. I almost hit my head right there. That was not like me doing a cool trick or anything. That was literally just me being a dumbass. So I'm very lucky I didn't hit my head there. I probably would have been recording for another 2 hours if I didn't. But now you're going to keep going to the thing. Slow down right here because the next one is on the very top of that little thing right there. Drive forward so you have enough speed to get over the ramp behind you right there. Should trigger your 10th squirrel. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I also hope you guys leave a comment and a like on the video. Subscribe if you guys really like the content, because we will be putting out a lot more things like this soon, and part 2 should be out when I figure out where the squirrels are. I am Josh, this is OverCollaborated, have a great day.